This man is going to be a f***ing menace. I'm telling you, if you're not picking up Blade this season, you're throwing! Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Daywalker here. Let me get you a quick introduction. You feel me? Let me get you a quick introduction. I've been playing Marvel Rivals since season 0. Literally season 0. And I am a casual competitive person. What does that mean? That means I'm in low. I've been playing Marvel Rivals since season 0, and I've been on and off. I've been off since season 2, and then I came back in season 5. Picked up Blade. Blade picked him up like he was my baby. I'm telling you, playing that man, it's like crack, man. I swear to God, my nigga, this shit is like crack. Swinging with the sword. But look, I'm not gonna waste y'all time. I've been playing Blade before the buffs, so you already know he wasn't the best. That's why I've been, you know, platinum. Because of the Blade buffs that came last season and this new season 9 Team Up rehaul, we gotta talk about it. Because with these new team ups that Blade's getting, I swear to God, look, we not gonna be in low elo hell no more. We sending motherfuckers straight to low elo. Let's get it. So I'm gonna pull up the team up real quick. I'm gonna pull it up. So let's talk about his old team up, right? His old team up, Blade of Khonshu with Moon Knight, right? So we already know the team up. Blade does a quick slash. He sends a furious slashes down, and you know it's like an unk, right? It's like Moon Knight's unk, where it's like it hits against other people that are close by. But now this time we get an upgraded version, and that upgraded version, essentially the upgraded version with Moon Knight. That's what I meant when Moon Knight's on the game. So basically, instead of it just being a separate dash on a cooldown, anytime he does his Daywalker dash, his slash now sends like a moonblade to someone else. So it works like another unk. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And what's so dope about it is that usually when you play as Blade, you want to make sure that the enemies are grouped up, right? Like you don't immediately want to, you know, jump in front of them, but Blade gets a lot of value whenever there are people like around him, because whenever he does like his sword and stuff, it hits multiple people. So during certain moments, you want to be in groups of people. You do that Daywalker dash, especially in a backline when there's 2 healers and you're doing extra damage to the other healers on top of the stacked anti-heal. And look, you already have 10 stacks with that. You're killing a backline instantly. The healers are f***ing gone, my nigga. They're gone. It's insane. But that's not even the insane team up I want to talk about. This is a team up that might be minuscule. Honestly, I had to look multiple times throughout the live stream, had to repeat it just to see what it does. And it's a new team up with Captain America. Let me pull it up. Oh my God, bro. I'm so f***ing hyped. So this new team up with Captain America called Bleed for Battle, right? You might look at it and you're like, I don't see nothing different. What's going on with Blade? And it's because it's all based on a meter that you barely look at. If you don't play Blade, you wouldn't really look at the meter and you wouldn't really recognize why this team up is so powerful. One weakness Blade has: in order for him to deal massive damage in his sword form, he has to gain 10 stacks of Bloodline Awakening, which means that essentially he has to like attack people in order to get, you know, stacks, which each stack, you know, he moves faster and faster in his sword form. The weakness, however, if you're going up to someone and you're just using a sword regularly, it takes a long time to build stacks. But if you use Daywalker dash, he gains stacks pretty easily. The issue is that if you miss your dash, you're going to have to use your other dash in order to get in and gain stacks. The issue with this also is that he doesn't have an extra dash to get out. You will have to end up using your block in order to reset your cooldown on your dash, because with each hit, it resets the cooldown slowly by a few seconds. I don't know actual numbers, but it resets it, right? The issue you see, there's a lot of issue with Blade, is that if you use the block, and let's just say you're in the back lane, if you use the block early in order to gain a dash, in order to escape, you're susceptible to CC. So let's just say you're dashing the back line, you're trying to get a Luna, and you end up missing your dash. You gotta use your other dash in order to gain stacks in order to do damage. I mean, in most moments, you would just get out, you would just retreat. But let's just say you wanted value. You use your block in order to have an extra dash just in case you need to get out. Luna could then end up freezing you, and you're pretty much cooked. You're dead. With this new team up, you don't have to be afraid of wasting a dash, because you won't even need to dash to get into begin with. Do you understand me? Like, this is so crazy. Okay, so Bleed for Battle. Each bit of damage Blade takes, it converts into stacks for Bloodline Awakening.
Hey, boy, ain't no.
Do you see how crazy that is? It's not a team up that does extra damage. It's not a team up that give him a new ability. It's not a team up that give him like a crazy stat. It's just a team up that allows him to build stacks. What does that mean? You can front line as Blade. You can gain stacks by getting hit by like Strange or Groot or whatever, and you can just go crazy without wasting a single dash. But that's not even the best part about the team up, because obviously if you're in a front line, you know, you're obviously going to use, or well, rather, the tanks cannot kill you fast enough. Actually, I lied, they could. Most tanks, in majority of the time, they're not going to kill you fast enough to where you're not going to be able to build stacks on them. They're going to be right in front of you. You're going to be able to swing your sword and build stacks without even using a dash. It's not like it necessarily matters in the front line, but when you get to the back line and you're constantly taking damage, or let's just say you don't want to waste your dash, right? You sneak through the back line and Luna spots you. She's hitting you with damage. You might want to dash towards her in order to, like, you know, get to her quickly before she runs and maybe pings you or whatever. But let's just say she doesn't do that and you're constantly taking damage. You have stacks of Bloodline Awakening that you can use without using a single dash. What does that mean? You have a dash to either get away, or you have a dash to go up to another person. You have multiple dashes you can use, and then you still got your block, which you could, you know, block CC, and you could gain another dash because it lowers the cooldown. Like, this is insane. And then that's not even the best part, right? You can immediately gain up to 10 stacks. Let's just say you want to dash, right? You dash the Luna, but the Luna is hitting you. You're gonna gain stacks so fast, and swinging your sword too. You're gonna gain stacks so fast, you're gonna be immediately at 10 stacks, deleting the back line, deleting them. You don't even need to try. Blade this patch, he didn't get not a single buff to his sword, not a single buff to his dash, not a single buff to like his gun, which I'm not gonna lie, that's a little disappointing. I wanted a Blade gun buff. I wanted it to be more consistent because his gun sucks. But because of this small team up with Captain America, you could stay at 10 stacks even if there's nothing going on in a battle. Sometimes there might be nothing going on to where you can approach the enemy, right? Maybe you're poking from a distance, right? When you're poking from a distance with this gun, you cannot gain stacks. But when you're poking from a distance with his gun, not only are you doing damage, but you're building up stacks, and you can instantly go in when you have the max amount of stacks because of the damage, because of the team up, and just go crazy. Like, look, you don't understand. You don't understand. Oh my god. This is crazy. This is insane. With this buff and the fact that you can select it without even like having Cap there, and we're not even going to talk about the extra team up that comes with it. If Cap is there, right, physically, and you use the team up, when you use your slashes on your sword form, it can hit multiple different people, which means extra life steal, extra damage, which means Blade is going to be even more tankier. This man is going to be a fucking menace. I'm telling you, if you're not picking up Blade this season, you're throwing. And I put that on your soul. I put that on your soul. So listen, right? With this team up, Blade stocks are going through the roof. It's like Bitcoin back in 2009 or 8 or whatever the You better invest into my big chocolate black man Blade. You better invest into Daywalker, me and the other Daywalker, the real one, because this new team up is going to be insane. What? I've been recording for 11 minutes. All right, well, that's the end of the video. Welcome to the channel. If you guys want to see more content, you guys already know what to do. Go hit that subscribe button, because we're gonna be killing it. We're gonna be sending people straight down the elo hell, man. We're gonna do that shit. Daywalker out.